I'm James Mooney in Hamilton for a rematch of last season's non-public 2 championship game. 4-3 Holy Spirit travels to face 7-1 St. Joseph in the latest chapter in one of South Jersey's Holy Wars. Both teams figure to be the top 2 seeds in non-public 2 this season, and today could be a preview of this year's championship game. Wildcats with the football after a Spirit punt. Jaden Schertel hands off to Jada Byers. He gets around the corner, tries to make a couple of moves, but steps out of bounds after a 20-yard gain. Holy Spirit forces a punt later in the drive. Spartans facing 4th and 5 on the next drive. Trevor Cohen drops back to pass. He can't find anybody, evades the rush, and takes off around the left end. Cohen steps out of bounds just before the 40-yard line to move the chains. One play later, Cohen tosses to Elijah Gray. He looks to throw and fires deep to Elijah Stewart for the touchdown. Great play by the sophomore on the trick play. The extra point is good, and Holy Spirit leads 7-0 with 5:40 left in the opening quarter. Spirit with the football after a turnover on downs to start the quarter. Cohen gives to Patrick Smith. He's hit by Jada Byers, and the ball is loose. Tyler Page comes up with the recovery, and the Wildcats take over. It's 2nd and 10 for St. Joe after the turnover. Schertel drops back, pumps, goes deep to a streaking Byers for a touchdown. The 42-yard bomb from Schertel to Byers ties the game up at 7 with 10:22 left in the half. Spartans on the move later in the second, but face 4th and 2. Cohen fakes a handoff and finds Stewart along the sideline. He fights his way inside the 10-yard line to keep the drive alive. One play later, Cohen gives to Gray. He bursts up the middle and into the end zone. The senior scores from 4 yards out. Spirit misses the PAT, and they lead 13-6 with 5:07 left in the half. Wildcats looking to take the lead before halftime. Schertel looks left, but CJ Egri picks it off. The junior makes a huge play to keep the Wildcats off the board before halftime. The Egri pick becomes even bigger after this play. Cohen gives to Smith around the right end. He finds a crease, and look out! Smith will win the foot race, and he is in for 6. The junior breaks off a 75-yard touchdown just before the end of the half. Spirit misses the 2-point try and takes a 19-7 lead into the break. St. Joe starts the second half with the football. Needing a spark, they feed Byers. He somehow slips 2 defenders, keeps his balance, and takes off up the near sideline. He's knocked out of bounds at the 10 after a 40-yard gain. Penalties and Spirit's D leave the Wildcats facing 4th and goal from the 25. Schertel avoids the rush and goes for it all, but Michael Weaver is there to pick him off in the end zone. Both defenses hold serve in the third. We head to the 4th quarter. St. Joe knocking on the door to start the 4th quarter. Schertel looks to pass and fires over the middle to Cole Mercado for a touchdown. The extra point is good, and the Wildcats trail 19-14, but momentum is starting to swing their way. Spirit faces 4th and short, but opts to go for it. Cohen looks to pass, nothing is there, and he is swallowed up by the Wildcats' defensive line. St. Joe takes over on downs. Wildcats looking to take the lead. Schertel fakes the handoff and goes over the middle to Ahmad Ross. Ross slips his defender, and he scores! It's a 30-yard touchdown for the junior to give the Wildcats the lead. Schertel runs in the 2-point try, and St. Joe takes a 22-19 lead with 4 minutes left in the ballgame. Spirit works it down to the 9 with under a minute to go. Cohen gives to Gray up the middle. He's hit, and the ball is loose. Keyshawn Griffin recovers at the 3. Chase Lomax is the one who knocked it out, and that is your ballgame. St. Joe completes the comeback to win a thriller over Holy Spirit. 22-19 is your final. Schertel led the way for the Wildcats, throwing for 3 touchdowns on the afternoon. The St. Joe defense came up big, pitching a shutout in the second half and making the play near the goal line to seal the win.
I mean, it was just a lack of energy in the first half. I mean, if you've seen our games, when we come out with energy, I mean, I think there's no team that can beat us. But I mean, the first half we came out sluggish, and in the second half we just went into halftime. We were like, we need that energy, we need that energy. I mean, we just came out with it, and we played great.
The Wildcats finished the regular season at 8-1 and clinched the top seed in non-public 2. They earn a bye week to start the playoffs. Holy Spirit drops to 4-4, and they will be the 2 seed in non-public 2, hosting a first-round game next Friday. From Hamilton, James Mooney, JerseySportsZone.com.